Awesome, it got done. More goodies on the Elegoo Centauri carbon. Wow, check it out. Lots to see right after this, guys. Welcome back, everybody. ZYLTECH that I deal with down in Texas. You know, on my live streams every week, I give away 3 rolls a month of their filament, and you guys love it. Well, I contacted them, and they were nice enough to send me out 6 rolls of their filament. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to be testing it out in lots of future videos on my Elegoo Centauri carbon that I got, that you guys bought for me. And so far, it's been working great. I've had zero problems with it. I printed out the top hat on it. I couldn't get this to open or close, but when you look through it at an angle, you can see air, so you can see daylight through it when you take these sections off. So it is venting, or I can just take the top off. It gives a little more room there so that the PTFE tube isn't rubbing the glass also, and it looks nice. So seems to be working perfectly fine. I've had 0 issues with it so far, and I highly recommend this printer. I don't make nothing off of it. I don't get anything if you buy it, but I do highly recommend it. Unless you buy it from Amazon, then of course I have an affiliate link for Amazon. But create the future, as it says on the side. Yes, wonderful machine. Now, in these series of videos I'll be doing for ZYLTECH, I'll be using the Elegoo and my X1 carbon. I'll be going between both of them with a lot of these prints. But let me show you some of this filament they sent me out. Okay, the one I'm trying out today, the PLA, it's called the Shimmer Gold. Shimmer Gold. It's a goldish color. Personally, I kind of think it looks like mustard, but it's called Shimmer Gold. It looks really good. And for future videos, I have this glass fiber called KHAKI. Kakai? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But that looks very nice. And then I have some silk silver. It's a PLA composite. This is all made in America, to the best of my knowledge. The Shimmer Gold is produced in America. I believe all these were made in America. They have their main manufacturer, their supplier that they own in China. It's where all their filament used to come from, but they owned the company. Now they have an extrusion line in Houston, Texas, and most of their stuff, almost all of it, is being made right here in Houston, Texas, in the USA. This is a high-speed PETG blue. Very pretty color. Let's see. Then I got another high-speed PET bright green. That's a pretty color. It's very nice. And this one is a high-speed PLA marble. It's a blue. Kind of a baby blue color. It'll have specks in it. That will be beautiful. And in the prior video, I mentioned I thought this was for your build plates. And I was nicely corrected by a gentleman in chat, and they said you mount this on the side, and that's where you put the glass top. So if you ever need to take off your glass top and you don't want to lean it on the machine, or you don't know where to set it, you can put it right here in this holder. So back to what we're talking about today. Well, you know, I did the marble run in wood recently, and I figured, you know what, let's do one in PLA. So I'm looking around online, and I seen Joe Telling's video, and I'm not sure if he done the same one here. But I seen that, and it reminded me, hey, let's do another marble run. So I went over on, I'll show it here on the screen where it came from. Got a screenshot here. I snipped it on all these sites. I think it was Maker World. And I picked this up, and at 100%, the screw and the little handle and the crank would have been yay big. But that was too small for me. I didn't want it so little. So I went with 150%. So here's the difference on the screw height there and these other parts. You can see the difference 50% makes. I have the steel ball bearings that came from my prior build I did with Lightburn when I made it out of basswood. So let's put this thing together and see how it works. Let's see, square part, crank, square, till that goes up top. We drop that in. Let me figure all this out. Try to remember how all this goes together. That goes on there. Oh, that's if you want to use your finger. So you can put it on this way. And then you can use your finger to rotate it. But let's use a crank. So that's with a crank. Take the ball bearings, drop them in. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. But ain't that cool? And at 150%, it takes up the whole build volume. It's like a stop sign octagon there. It takes up the whole build volume on the Elegoo. As you can see it here printing on screen. I use no supports, 10% gyroid infill in the Elegoo slicer, which is a fork of Orca. And I did have a few places on bridging where it kind of had a few minor boo-boos. Let's see, kind of see a couple of them there. A couple little minor things, very minor. But do not use supports on this, it'd be hell to get them off. But yeah, no supports required. Real pretty color, real pretty color. So I really like that. So let's go on to the next thing. And then we got the floating dog, picture here on the screen where he came from. I left the organic supports on there just to show you how easy they come off. Come off very easy. Easier to do with two hands. Here, let me set the camera down here real quick and I'll get all them off. Alrighty, that took me just a little bit. I had to take my nippers here. It took me about 10 minutes because I had a brim around the bottom that I had to pry off. Now, when I was removing the organic supports, which is something I usually do, I broke something. The chain that connects to the doggy's collar broke on me. Therefore, the two pieces were separated. So I had to break out some super glue activator, and that was kind of a pain. But it's fixed. And it looks like the dog is like the ghost dog. I believe it's a terrier. It's kind of floating along there. They have a bunch of these models you can print out. They look pretty cool and really neat. So it's fixed. You just got to be really careful. It broke right there. So when you take this apart, take care. And I did have a brim on this so it would print properly. Maybe I didn't need it, but I thought I needed it, so I went ahead and printed it. But that came out really cool. Hey, and remember last week when I done that really killer apple of all the skulls? Remember that in the first video? Check this out. Ain't that cool? Ain't that cool? Look at that. Look at those skulls. Now, prime this, paint it red, give it a dark wash. That would look so cool. You could put this in your fake fruit or with your real apples. And your significant other or somebody else might come and pick it up saying, hey, I want an apple. And they turn it around like, oh. But yeah, really cool. Loving that. And this, like I say, this was 150%. I believe I sized him up to like 150%, I think. The apple, I did not size up. That was the size it was created, 100% scale. And then I thought, you know what? I got a little more filament left. Let's print something else. I got this pumpkin dude. Now, when I was printing this little pumpkin man, originally he was at 100%, a little bit smaller. And my support that I had right down here, organic support, it broke, had some under extrusion on its head. I stopped the print. I put some nanopolymer adhesive on the build plate that I do on all my printers. I love nanopolymer adhesive just to make sure, safety first, put down the best. And I printed him out at 150%. Check him out. And he's called Pumpkin Moon. Why is he called Pumpkin Moon? That's why. Pretty cool. Yeah. Little pumpkin man. Halloween's coming up. But you know, in my house, Halloween could be year-round. I love spooky, all kinds of things, you know. All kinds of spooky, cool things. But yeah. So this shimmering gold filament looks good. Printed fine. Originally, I was printing at 210 on it. And I went into my slicer. Once the print started, I'm like, no, let me bump up the temp a little bit. So in the slicer, on the screen where it was printing, I kicked it up to 220, hit enter, It didn't accept it. Tried again, it didn't accept it. I had to come over here to the printer and actually go into the screen when it was printing, you know, hitting the screen there, and then I bumped up the temperature right here. Then I changed it, and then it started printing correctly. So not sure if that's a bug or what, but it worked fine. It's communicating Wi-Fi fine. I haven't modified the light, haven't done anything to it whatsoever other than print with it. They had new firmware that came down out yesterday, so I updated the firmware on the screen. It done all its updates right on the screen, and then I went in, I re-leveled the bed and done the whole process all over again. So I remember on my Bamboo X1 Carbon, whenever you get a new update, you'd have to re-level and everything, otherwise some things might not print correctly. So that's up and working fine. So that's about all I got to show for this roll of filament, but it's printing great. Check out ZYLTECH. There'll be a code here on the screen and down below in the description. You can get 5% off your whole order here in the US, except for special filament packs. Yeah, 5% off your whole order, and I believe it's free shipping over $75. I'm not sure if they've changed that, but check out ZYLTECH.com. They got awesome filament. Their prices are extremely reasonable, and I've got more to review from them right here. And thank you, everybody. Thank you all the people that donated to me that helped me to buy this printer. Thank you all to my channel members, subscribers. All you people, you're awesome. You helped make all this possible. And I'll see you Saturday on my live stream, The Jerry Show, 12 p.m. Pacific. And until next time, guys, later.